Hi everybody, welcome to Deb's Way. I'm Deb, and it's been a while since I've had a video out. Yeah, I just haven't really been doing anything. I did do some sewing, a little bit, I did make this top. I'll have to check for the pattern, I'm not sure. I think this is the knit top that I made in a class, over a month ago or so. I'll double check the pattern and I'll show you when I get home. But I am on my way to another class. Yes, I am. I'm almost there. At the sewing studio, of course. It is a class using the FitNice system developed by Judy Kessinger. I don't know how many years ago, quite a few. My time to turn. Yes, I'm filming while I'm driving, sorry, because I'm running late to class. I don't know why. My schedule is just so it's not full these days, but anyway, I'm busy. I'm keeping busy. And anyway, this first class session is to make a top. So I can't wait to get a pattern fitted using the FitNice system. And hang on. But this pattern you can use as a basic pattern for making all your tops. You just change the neckline, the front, or whatever, just make your little embellishments to it as you want. The next class session in June is the slacks, how to make a basic pair of slacks. Being fitted for that and everything. I'm ready for it. So let's go in. I'm going to do my first class and I'll talk more when I get home, okay? But for right now, I'm at the sewing studio and going to class. Hi everybody, welcome to my sewing room. Yes, I'm back home here relaxing in my little sewing nook. And I know a lot of people are showing tours of their sewing areas these days. Mine needs a little straightening up yet. Even though I haven't been back here for quite a while, it does need to be straightened up a bit. But you have seen my little sewing nook here once or twice in the past. It's still pretty much the same here. I have, in a spare bedroom here, I have storage shelves, and then on the other side of the storage shelves is my little sewing area. And it's comfortable for me. It's smaller than some have, but it's a decent size for me for the type of sewing that I do right now. I have my cutting table here in the middle of the room usually. It's been set up permanently almost, But right now I don't have too much going. I have started taking sewing classes again at Sewing Studio, like I mentioned in the opener here. And taking a class of FitNice. Let me show you the video here. The first class we're doing is on the Master Top. This is a program by Judy Kessinger. I also have ordered her her fitting book to go along with this. It's an interesting system. It does follow the same techniques that Lorraine Henry taught, so that book will come in handy also, that I bought at the Quilting Expo months ago that Lorraine puts out. Yeah, because that's an actual textbook at a college that sewing students use, so it has some good tips too, and Judy does follow those tips as well. She has developed her own master top pattern and master pants pattern that you use to, just make variations to it and make different styles of clothing. But you have your basic patterns, and I like that idea. I do. So I'm going to learn more about this. Now, like I said, this is the Master Top class I'm taking now. This is the Master Top pattern. There is also another pattern for the Master Pant class, which I'll be taking in June. Okay? So right now we just barely started the class. I don't have the finished product just yet, but I'll show you when I get that done. I started thinking back over the past year as to how much sewing I have gotten done, and really I have done quite a bit. I mean, I made summer dresses, I made a little nightie outfit, a little PJ set that I remember. I'm doing this from recall now. I made that is it the 8640 dress, which I did wear just the other day, and I have found that it is too short for me, to my liking. I would like to have made it a little bit longer, but I didn't have the material. So I'm going to shorten it and make that into a top. And I will make that dress again, but making it a little bit longer. Okay, so I made that dress. I made this peach dress back here. I did finish it. That was a style arc design. And I mean, I did the zipper, I did pockets, yeah. A kind of a poofed sleeve with armbands around the sleeve. What else? Well, that dress was what I called a puzzle dress. There were so many pieces that went into making it. And I like the dress, but I'm not a fan of the real poofy sleeves up on top. I don't need poofiness up here. But I like the job I did on the sleeve. I like the job I did on the dress itself too. It's a little snug in the bodice area. And I thought, well, I do have extra material. I could add some, or, you know, just let it out a little bit, whatever. But I'm over it, you know. I've worked on that dress for so long that I'm just thinking I'm going to do a rough hem on the bottom of the dress. I'm not taking any length off. I'm just gonna hem it up so that it won't unravel over time, and it's going to be donated. Okay, somebody is going to get a nicely made dress. Okay, but I don't know if I'll make that same dress again in the future. It was okay, but I have other things in mind. Next on my list, yes, are these classes that I'm talking about. The top class, and then in another week or so I have another class, just a fun class, where I'm going to be making some, it's a can cozy, you know, like a pop can cozy, and then also a microwave cozy for a bowl. I've always wanted to make those, and I'm finally going to take a class, but I enjoy these classes, and I'm going to take a class to learn how to make that. So that class is coming up for fun. And then in June, along with everything else I have going on, which I'll get to in a moment, I have the pants class for the FitNice system, and I also have the class, it's an ongoing class for basic sewing 3, and now they have it 3/4. And I'll be taking that for 4 weeks in June. I have got to start making my summer outfits. You know, I mean, it is hot down here right now. It is summer. Even though it's not officially summer, it is the weather for it. I want to make my shorts outfits and my capri outfits, and I've got patterns for that, and I've got material picked out for that, so I need to get going on it. And that's what I intend to work on in the June classes. So I've got lots of plans for that. Yes, I do. Along with the sewing classes coming up, I also have, like I mentioned before, my eye surgeries in the near future. However, as of Friday, my surgery schedule has been tweaked just a little bit to include a beginning little surgery to remove some scar tissue that I have on my left eye. The doctor suggested that, well, he strongly suggested, and actually he said it would be the first surgery before the cataract surgery, is to go in and remove the scar tissue, and that's going to be done this coming Tuesday morning. So that's my initial surgery run. And then in the beginning of June, I will have the first cataract surgery on my right eye, followed up then eventually with the right eye after they have to remeasure and do everything. I mean, I've been measured so many times. I've had so many eye appointments already. And, well, they're going to do what they have to do to make my eyes right. And I'm okay. I'm okay with this. I'm going through, now he pronounces his name Philutowski Institute in Lake Mary, Florida here. Very renowned, very talented surgeon. He removed scar tissue on my right eye several years ago. I had LASIK surgery there like over 20 years ago, not by Dr. Philutowski, but by one of his associates there, and she was wonderful. She now is head doctor at some other location of his in town, but I'm going through his location. It is very, very high tech. It really is. William would have gone there to have his cataract surgery done, but he needed to have some, well, actually it's old-fashioned type of equipment, because William has some physical challenges that he wasn't able to put his chin into the machinery that they needed to have him go into to do the proper measurements for the cataract removal. At the VA, where he had his cataract surgery done a couple years ago, they had the equipment still and were able to take the proper measurements needed and do his surgery. And he put off that surgery for several years because he was afraid of it, really. But now, after having both eyes done, he says years later now, a couple of years later, that he does not regret having it done. He wished he would have done it sooner. So I figure my eye surgeries will be done before the end of summer, you know, hopefully by the end of July at the rate it's going. But I just am taking it one day at a time. Yes, my eyesight is foggy. I can still drive. I can still see to drive. I just kind of take things a little slower. But my vision will return to more like it used to be, more clear after these surgeries are done, I'm sure. I have every confidence in Dr. Philutowski. And I probably am still not saying his name correctly, but I'm trying. Dr. Philutowski. Anyway, he is a very, very good, talented surgeon. As far as anything else going on around here, not too much is happening these days. I am doing a little veggie garden out on the patio deck, and I have a few, like a couple tomato plants and a potato plant itself over towards the shed in the back yard area there. But most of the plants I put in pots this time around near or on the patio deck. They are growing. I haven't had anything produce any veggies yet, except the tomato plant out in the yard area has produced some small tomatoes. My radish plants, they bolted. Yeah, the heat got to them right off. And also some of the my cucumber plants look like they're going to give up the ship too. So, oh well, I'm still hoping for something. You know, I've got a lot of tomato plants planted. I have green beans. The Japanese, what are they called? Something like Japanese spring onions or whatever. Hey, that plant is growing like wild, and I do clip off of that every so often when I'm cooking and use the onions in whatever I'm making. They're good, and they're very hardy. They are really nice. And I do have green pepper growing too. I've never grown green pepper before, so I'm hoping to get something off those plants. I've got 3 of them, I believe it is. And carrot plants growing. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Everything looks nice and green, you know, except the plants I mentioned that kind of gave up the ship a long time ago. And I'm still hoping to have something off of them before the summer gets way too hot for them. And so far, it's been very warm, but now as of this weekend, we've been having some rain, and we're supposed to be getting rain over this next week, so I'm hoping. Outside of that, that's about all I have to update you on. I know it's been a while since I've been around, so I thought I'd come on here and just give you a quick update as to what's going on for me. And basically, I just wanted to come on here today and show you that, yes, I'm still here. I am still participating, you know, slowly, easily, at my own pace in this #FridaySews. I'm hanging in there, and I will still be hanging in there yet for quite a while. So thank you, Jen, for this wonderful group of sewing friends to get together with and learn from, visit with, share ideas. It's a wonderful group to be a participant in. And I appreciate your heading this group up. Thank you so much. But now, until next time, people, that's about it for this time around. Hope you all have a great week out there. You take care, and I'll be talking to you again in the near future, let's say, okay? That's about as good as I can do it for these days right now.